What is going on, guys? Wow, it is February. If you like that pun, do smash the like button because that's exactly what we're currently looking at. The markets are going crazy, and you know what it is, guys. We are back to 24 karat magic in the air. I posted that actually on the 29th of January, obviously. The price came down from then. But we're going to be looking at the markets. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, discussing if we're going to be making a new high. We're going to be, of course, looking at Ethereum. We're looking at the altcoins, which are once again in danger of breaking out for a huge altcoin rally. And of course, we'll be looking at the markets where the S&P 500 now has not only made its way out of this falling range, but we're now out of this parallel channel as well, which is exactly what we wanted to see. The dollar has been moving downwards as well. So this was all on the back of what happened with Fed Jerome Powell earlier today, where they moved the interest rate increase down. It was a rate increase, but to 25 basis points. Prior to that, it had been higher, 50 basis points. And prior to that, we had a few 75 basis point rallies. Markets acted bullishly. For Meta, for example, are up 17%. Facebook, that's on the back of strong earnings. We also have earnings coming out over the next few days. Tomorrow, we have Google expected to carry on this tech rally after Meta, similar type of advertising businesses. And then we have Apple and Amazon as well. So still a lot of exciting action to come for the rest of the week, guys. So if you're bullish, let me know by smashing the like button, guys. Let's hit that like. Let's get it smashed. And make sure you're subscribed, guys. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, you guys are amazing. What a great community we are. So as you can, I thought this was a bit funny. Jerome Powell's turned into Salt Bay. What else have we got in the tweets? Benjamin Cowan's tweeting over here that his takeaway from the FOMC is that Powell seems optimistic that inflation is coming down. He does not want to prematurely declare victory, as this was a mistake many of his predecessors made just before inflation came back. Yeah, so I think it was pretty bullish. It was great to see. And let's get into the charts. I think that's where we'll start. We'll start on Bitcoin, then we'll make our way into the Ethereum chart. So let me just get that Ethereum chart ready for afterwards as well. And let's get into it, guys. Subscribe, hit that bell. This is going to be an exciting time as we approach Q2. Well, at least the springtime. We're not quite out of winter, but nonetheless, very, very bullish indeed. Right. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about where we are, where we're going. And we're actually going to kick things off on the smaller time frames here. Just because of what's been going on today with all this bullish momentum. So yeah, let's draw some trend lines. It's always good to start with some trend lines, and we can see where the support is, where the resistance is. And of course, if anyone wants to trade this as we go, you have that ability to do so. Of course, BYBIT, links down below, BitGet, links down below. And by the way, guys, not only you, of course, trade on these platforms. Oh, I have to pause myself. What I was going to say is, if you haven't yet joined our trading competition, it's free to join. Do join us. You could win a brand new iPhone 14, a brand new iPad. There's 30 people competing at the moment. The person with the biggest P&L will be the winner. So plenty of opportunities, 5 prizes up for grabs. So join us there. Right. Into the Bitcoin chart, let's have a look at this together. So we have this support line still intact. I'll make these lines a bit thicker so you can see them a bit better on the screen, guys. And what I also want to do here is just the following. I want to basically extrapolate these lines a bit further, because if you actually bring in the resistance, you could treat a resistance like that, but ultimately you're probably more likely and more relevantly looking at a resistance unfolding like that at the moment. So you kind of have a tightening range. That's the more appropriate route to go here on the local scale. But of course, we do have a horizontal range here, or a parallel channel, let's call it. And the resistance is still just under 24,000. You could say 23,900. So we'll draw that in so we know where we're trading. You've got this parallel channel, and you do have one beneath it. But this is very much the range that we're trading still in at the moment. You do have this center line that's been respected as resistance, which is at $23,200. The resistance, like I said, about 24,000. We're approaching that top now again. Support remains in this upward sloping support line and also in the range. So yeah, markets acted pretty nicely to the pump, which is of course great to see. And I think it's what the market were expecting. We were expecting 25 basis points, and you know, markets did act accordingly. You can see some of these coins here. Basically, we're seeing sea of green, basically the sea of green, which is exactly what you want to see in crypto right now. So yeah, right. Beyond this range that we're in for the Bitcoin price, let's look at some other key factors and technicals to where we're currently trading. There is, of course, some more longer term resistance if we break above those key levels, and we're not far off it, I have to say. The resistance actually, the strong resistance, if you like, is anywhere in the region of about 24,750 up to about $25,950. We had that lunar wick. We surpassed, you know, the FTX crisis. We're back above that now. We're creating, you know, some higher highs, which is beautiful to see. But ultimately, there is going to be strong resistance at approximately $25,250. Watch out for that. Be very cautious when you're longing into that level. Some other confluencing factors here. We know that we have a daily level, 24,500. Monthly level, we are actually trading above now, so that's good to see. What we really want to see, of course, is a close above this $24,000, so we can start celebrating with our hands in the air, saying 24 karat magic, baby, because that's what we want. Bitcoin back above that level. And ideally, if we break these sort of price levels, these sort of 24, 25,000, well, we really do have a nice run at getting up to 30,000. That wouldn't get us, obviously, out of the woods in terms of bear market territory, because you do have, and I'll bring in these major trend lines, you do have, obviously, this level here, this 28,750, which very much defines, for me anyway, where the bear market was, where the bear market started, and where the bull market was. So we definitely need to break above those levels. But you can see, again, key levels to watch here. About 25,000. We could make it up to that level if we get a daily close above 24,000. So bullish to see. I'm bullish. Are you bullish? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. What I also want to bring in here, which I've been watching, is not only the 200-day, but the 200-week for Bitcoin, which we're actually about to hit. Hopefully, potentially. One thing I would say is on this bigger time frame, you can see the bullish setup that we have. If we do get a rejection off this 200-week heat map moving average, that 24,500, which I am expecting. I don't expect us to just go through it like butter. Probably not. We do have this incredibly bullish potential cup and handle, inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out, which could be a brilliant catalyst for the next move to the upside, which could obviously take us to the dizzy heights of above 28, 29,000, even above 40,000. There are certain people on YouTube, I've noticed, on Twitter, talking about reaching 40,000 in this next rally, whether it goes into bear market or not. For example, Carl from the Moon, I saw earlier today, he's talking about 50,000. Not that I consider him one of the most technical of traders by any means, but it's interesting to see anyway. Quick reminder, guys, if you're here, if you're watching, make sure you do hit that like button. It really helps, guys. We need to get this channel noticed, recognized, up to 50,000 subscribers and beyond. So when you share this video, hit that like, make a comment, interact. It all really helps, guys, and it's much, much appreciated. So the other thing I'll notice, I will bring to your attention, which I've been looking at on my charts, is the log chart for Bitcoin. The interesting thing with that right now is this blue line that's been acting as support for all this time, which we broke beneath, we've actually come up now, and that is almost treating as a resistance. So whichever way you want to put it, 24, 25,000, it's a strong level of resistance, basically. One measure I do like to use on my chart often is the fixed range volume profile tool. You can go from the previous swing low, which was the pandemic crash, March 2020, draw to the current price action. You can see some of the traded volume. we are literally at the edge of, making our way through that volume. If we break above it, you can see between where we're trading now and all the way up to that sort of 29k level, there's just not much traded volume. You can see, look, there's just a big gap there that needs to be filled, but we do need to get some support and break into that level first. We've been supported by all this chop, and if we had broken, or if we still do break beneath this level, you've got this huge volume where Bitcoin could potentially have this 10k target, which many of us have been talking about, including myself on the channel. And I'm not writing that off by any means. Still very, very possible. Let me know, what do you think? Could we still make it down to 10k? Is it possible, or are those days done? Let me know. I'd be really interested to know what you think. Guys, also, as well as BYBIT, do check out BitGet. If you don't have a BitGet account, especially if you're in the States, you can trade altcoins there. No KYC, no verification. Really great crypto trading platform. That brings us on to Ethereum. Ethereum hasn't really been performing as well as Bitcoin has over this recent rally. When I say this recent rally, I'm talking about, the rally that we've been having basically since sort of November, December. We are running into the key resistance once again for Ethereum. The resistance for Ethereum is $1,700. It is a strong level of resistance because it's not only marked by this key price level, there's basically a lot of resistance to make note of. You've got a daily level here. That daily level's at $1,640. Not only do you have a daily level, you have a weekly level, which we're currently trading through at the moment. So we might break out from that. Monthly level, we're now seeing potentially, this is what makes me pretty bullish. We're seeing some support on this monthly level, but there is a sneaky monthly level here as well at $1,700. So basically, in summary, in order to really get excited and long into Ethereum, we need to start trading above 1690. We need a confirmation of that, really, at least on the daily chart. If we do get that confirmation, it's going to be beautiful for Ethereum because we haven't seen a rally in the Ethereum price in a while compared to Bitcoin. But look at this. I'm looking at the smaller time frames, and I am looking at this very bullish pattern. You can see on the daily here the kind of setup we have. It's a clear bull flag. It's best to see this with the following. If I can find the tool that I'm looking for, this triangulation tool, you've got a low, a high, another low, and a high, and you've got this bull flag forming. And not many people are talking about this bull flag, probably because Ethereum hasn't been doing much. But this is a beautiful setup for Ethereum, and the risk to reward ratio is huge, particularly if you can enter it again at a lower level, anywhere from 1570, 1630. But nonetheless, if we get the breakout and we get the volume, ultimately for the Ethereum price, we got to target up to 2300. Now, there is quite a significant level of resistance before that level, and I'm going to show you that just before you get too excited with this setup. The channel that I'm watching is as follows. You can basically draw it as such. So I'm getting some notifications there, but you're basically looking at a channel like the following. So you've got resistance at $2,000. You also have $1,800 as a pretty significant level of resistance as well. You can see that on the weekly level. Excuse me, it's not $1,800. It's more like $1,900. I would say about $1,900 is a resistance. But ultimately, this rally could take Ethereum, of course, up to $2,300. It's possible we broke out of this downtrend that Ethereum was in. And obviously, when you break out of a pattern like this, you're going to measure this triangulation. You're going to do the widest part of the triangle. We have had that breakout. We haven't had much volume, probably because of the resistance and how we've been trading. But ultimately, you can see it does map out somewhere around $2,300 or so. So, yeah, I am feeling very, very bullish indeed for Ethereum. And as far as other altcoins go, this is total 3. This shows altcoins, the whole altcoin market cap, so all the value of the altcoins, and it excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we may possibly get a breakout of this anytime in the next 24 hours. I'm very excited about some altcoins in particular. I'll show you my watch list here. I'm not a big altcoin guy, but sometimes, occasionally, I do buy some altcoins. These are some I've been buying recently. XTP, TAP. Okay, if you're not familiar with TAP, in fact, let me just show you this quickly. And here's a small little snippet or clue. So they're a crypto payment card, kind of like crypto banking, you could say. Let me just show you. This isn't like a sponsor or anything like that. I do have a link in the description, but they're not paying me or anything to make this video. But no one really knows about this yet. So this isn't only a great tool. Where is it? This isn't just a great crypto tool for earning, for spending. It's actually a coin as well. And they're highly regulated. So this has real utility. It's really, really exciting. So yeah, earn money, trade money, spend cash. Now, the great thing about this is you can load cryptocurrency onto this MasterCard, which you can spend online, contactless, in shops, whatever, and you can spend it as normal cash, or you can load cash onto it and convert it into crypto. You can convert crypto into other crypto. You can earn on it. It's for business. It's really, really cool. I've been using it for the last week, and I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. So yeah, link down below. Using this link, guys, you will get some free Bitcoin. It's not very much, if I'm honest. It's somewhere in the region, depending on what you deposit, of like $5 to $20 or something like that. But if you use that link, you are supporting the channel, and you can take advantage, of course, of TAP Global. I think they're great. Let me know what you think. But you will have to go through KYC because they are highly regulated. But the thing I wanted to really just mention about them before I go into the charts is XTP. So XTP, let me see if I can find something on XTP here. If I just put it in XTP TAP, this is their native token. And the way it works is you basically can stake XTP for better rewards, better conversion costs, etc. I'm trying to find out where on the platform you buy XTP. But yeah, if you have a look at it, I wasn't really prepared. I wasn't going to do a whole demonstration on how it works or whatever. But let me have a look. Business, crypto banking. No, it wouldn't be in crypto banking. Premium. So XTP, so XTP staking. But yeah, basically the XTP token is their native token, and I've been buying it. It's been crazy. I bought it a few weeks ago. You can see in the last month, it's done crazy gains, like over 50%. So just buying their token, it's worth signing up for TAP just to buy their token. In my opinion, this is a 100x potential over the next bull run. So really, really exciting. Anyway, I digressed. Let's go back into the charts. We were looking at the altcoins. You can see the altcoins on my screen here. We've seen some nice pumps over the last 24 hours. Nothing crazy. Matic is up 7%. 𝗙𝗲𝗄 doing well, 6%. Another altcoin I like. So yeah, the markets are pumping. Let's look at the financial markets. Okay, this is what counts. We're still not in big money territory for cryptocurrency. So important to note that, what the big markets are doing is, what crypto is going to do for now. Quick reminder, smash that like button and let's get into the financials. So basically, this is the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, DXY. This is the dollar denominated against many different major currencies. And the dollar has been weakening, which is brilliant for markets to rally, basically. So all of last year, to put things into perspective, we had a huge rally in the dollar. And you can see it on the bigger monthly chart. We are in this bigger range. So the dollar was getting extremely overbought. And now we're on our way down. We're having this cool off. Markets are rallying because of it. And this is the S&P 500. The S&P 500, as I showed you at the start of this video, we are moving in a downtrend. And it looks to me like we're now in danger of breaking this range. We broke out of this resistance, year-long resistance. But be careful, because we need a daily close. At least this is the 3-day chart. We haven't yet got a daily close. Let's not do anything premature. Markets are looking good. We did have this cup and handle pattern, which does give us a technical target to $4,300. We got the 25 basis point hike that we expected. So in my opinion, it's more likely that we are going to reach our next target. In terms of percentage, I'm targeting about a 4.5 to 6% move in the S&P 500, taking us to $4,300. You could say Bitcoin is approximately 3 times the volatility of the S&P 500 at the moment. So it may mean this isn't by any means strong technicals, but you might see a 15% pump in the Bitcoin price, which does take you somewhere in the region of that target we're talking about 28,000. Ethereum's at least 5 times the volatility. If you did a 5 times the 5x, so 25%, yeah, again, it lines up with our target here of about $2,000. So these are my short-term targets, but bear in mind, short to medium term, may I add, but bear that in mind. I don't constitute this as, we're out of the bear market and we're in the bull market. We need to break some much further levels before we can really start getting into a bull market territory again. Just to show you again on the Bitcoin chart, let's do some quick longer term analysis here to kind of wrap things up, because I think it's important to know where we are in the cycle, and in the long term, definitely a great time to buy. For example, you can see that we have tops to the bottoms. You could draw that, for example, in red, and then you have these bottoms to the tops. You can draw that in green. Can maybe color it in green as well to make it a bit prettier. Very important presentation. And then we have these bear markets. You can see how cyclical these are, and you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. We can just copy this now, do some time saving. Just smash the like button while I'm doing this, guys. Don't mind me. No, honestly, guys, when you smash the like, I can't explain how beneficial that is for YouTubers and for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps the videos and really helps grow. So you can see that that was that bull rally, which ended here. And now we had this bear market as follows. You grab that somehow, some way, which, yeah, this one lasted a bit longer, but it could last another year. But I mean, this one only lasted the bear market from 2013 to 2015 in terms of days. What was it? 638 days. The one after that, I mean, you could say it actually lasted 365 days. You could potentially do it like this. Maybe it's more fair to do it like that. I mean, typically speaking, bear markets are a year and bull markets are 3 years. That's probably fairer to say. So we're probably, and more than likely, we may have the bottom in, guys. Okay, I don't want to get anyone too excited, and I don't want to, get really, really overly bullish right now. And I've just realized that all this time you weren't actually seeing what I was doing on the screen. I'm so sorry. I'm still getting used to streaming, guys. Do forgive me. I hope you didn't leave because of that. Well, obviously you didn't, because you're still here watching this. If you're not subscribed by now and you stayed through that, it's probably going to be a long relationship, guys. So make sure you're subscribed and have the bell turned on. But yeah, this is exactly what I've been looking at in the chart. And it looks to me like, you've got these measurements of bear markets in days, 600 days on that one. This one lasted something like 400 days. This one's lasted 420 days, something like that. So bring on the next bull market. What's the next bull market going to look like for Bitcoin? Well, have a guess and bring it in. If it was here, 1.5 million? That would be nice. Anyway, this isn't really a measurement in that regard. These aren't to scale or anything like that. What you can do, of course, from the previous one to the top in terms of percentage, you got 2,000% from the bottom. If we got 2,000%, takes you to about 350,000. Would you mind $350,000 Bitcoin? I wouldn't mind that one little bit. But for now, there's some great trading opportunities, as I showed you. It's a great time to get into crypto. Also, guys, if you are a trader yourself and you want exposure to crypto trading profits and gains, I am a master trader on BYBIT. You can actually copy my trades like for like. You can see over the last 7 days, 21%, 30 days, 53%. Now, you might be wondering why my profit is $861, but my followers' profit's $845. I actually made a video about this yesterday, and you can watch it on my channel. Let me show you the one, because a lot of people are confused by this, and I had to address it in a video. It's basically because of settings, your settings in copy trading. So I made this video, the best copy trade settings. If you set the settings according to this, and the main thing basically is how you set the leverage. You need to set it to copy the same leverage as me. You will get the same results as me, but 90% of people do not do that. You can see my win rate is 86%. You can see my profit in a month is 53%. I've made $861, but my followers haven't. That's because they've sometimes had stop losses, being liquidated. The idea is, guys, you just leave it to the professional trader. Anyway, guys, the link is in the video description as well, so you can directly copy me on BYBIT. And by the way, guys, even if you have a BYBIT account already, I'm not sponsored by BYBIT to make these videos. If you want to support the channel, you can create a new BYBIT account to copy trade me on or to enter our competition. That way you can kind of separate it. Sometimes good to have more than one account, but the way you should do it is copy these links and put them into a new incognito tab and sign up with a new email address. That way you'll earn a new bonus, I'll earn a bonus, and it's a great way of supporting the channel, of course. Guys, I'm also on Twitter. If you're not already following me, follow me there at MarzTrade. In fact, if you go to one of my most recent tweets, which is about this live stream, please do, if you're going to follow me there, maybe come and do a retweet on that. And if you haven't already smashed this like button, please do as well. Always smash that like, share the video. And yeah, I look forward to joining you on another live stream tomorrow, guys. So thanks so much for joining me. See you very soon, guys, on the